Hi guys, Troublmaker over here playing City Skylines, and this is my city. So if we look down a bit, I do have more here, and I do have the beginning of the new subdivision, which will be this area here. I haven't really figured out what I'm going to call it yet. Maybe Liberty Town after the Statue of Liberty here. And this down here will be industrial, but I'm still waiting for a lot of my areas to fill out. And one of the reasons why areas are not filling out is because I've been laying down a lot of new urban tiles in old neighborhoods. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a highway pass straight through the middle of the city and link in with this highway, and these will become subdivisions, just like all my other subdivisions. Now, some of them are a little bit bigger than others. Like, I have Oil Country and Lumberyard, two different subdivisions right next to each other. Possibly in the future, I might consider placing a highway through here to link up to this one. So it would be like through here, linking up this one here, and then pave down the middle into this. I might consider that in the future, but not just yet. For now, it's little baby steps, and today we say goodbye to this traffic circle. I have plans to get rid of this traffic circle as well, but this one will be staying. That one's definitely staying. But I have 3 traffic circles total, and I will be getting rid of one of them today. 2 of them total, 1 will stay. 1 will stay. That sounds like something that the you hear the Buddhist types would say. So we have to get rid of a lot of road. We have to clear the way. So last day, what I did was I cleared out horribly unnecessary lines, traffic lines. And today I'm going to build more necessary ones. So right off the bat, go to selection. There are going to be some things I'm going to have to move here because I placed police stations all around the traffic circles. So that one can get moved right off the bat. Pharmacy, don't need that. What do we have here? Oh, this one just smells. Yeah, it's a fire station. That just smelled of that sort of stuff. Actually, it is a full-on fire station. I'll put it here, and Dead End can make use of it. Let's see. I think the rest of these look fine. They look kind of like generic stores. Yeah. Just trying to clear up my demolition area first. Oh, here's one that's got to go. That's an incineration plant. So incinerators are all going to be going into various industrial areas, where they will have to go ridiculously long routes just so they don't inconvenience people. And this road here has to go. That's a pretty useless strip of road. And as will this big one. And I've been upgrading this one quite a bit through time. I've also figured out how the upgrade road tool works, by the way, just quick, because I was having problems with it. So what you have to do is you click the upgrade road tool, and you click the road that you want. So in this case, 2 lanes with trees, and then you click on the road that you want to upgrade. And there we go. That was not hard at all, but it is a little bit of a challenge to figure that part out. At least it was for me. I don't know if it was for other people. But that was a very confusingly designed tool. Unfortunately, we got to say goodbye to a few pretty tall towers here. That's just something that's kind of in the way of everything. And I have to make enough space for a 2-lane highway to come through here. So there, across here, and I also need to, I'll be transforming these pieces of road into highway themselves, which means I'm going to have to come up with a bit of a solution here for dead end, as well as for this place. That's something I can kind of figure out later. But actually, Dead End itself is actually going to have to change because it's going to be turning into a very urban area. So I'm not too worried about Dead End just yet. I did move a lot of buildings there, so I feel particularly silly about that. But now it's just about cannibalizing as much as we can. This building's not tall. Is this something? No, that's actually a house. Okay. So let's get our highway access across. So I'm going to put the guardrails on. They're slightly more expensive, but purposeful. Let's get the upgrade tool off. And I just want to have a nice straight road across, and already space, something's in the way. What are you? This is a... Huh. Crematorium. It's saying garbage is piled up, which is, I guess, convenient-ish. Dumpville needs one of these, so we'll put one in Dumpville. Okay, let's get the highway across until we ran into something else. And what did we run into? Police station? Police station. Is this a big bad one or the little itty bitty one? Police headquarters is the big one, so this is just a tiny one. So I can put this like here, or trying to find something small to destroy. Space is occupied by small things. Okay, just anywhere at all is gonna have to do. And let's get this. Found something else in the way. What else did we find in the way? Firehouse. Okay, that sounds important. Jeez. It's going to be very, very hard to tell where to put this one. You know, this place needs a lot of fire protection. Given the job they do. So I'll put an extra one down there. Alright, let's see if we can sally forth with our plot to destroy city center. And it looks like we have another, is that police station? An elementary school. Why not? And this neighborhood actually needs one, so we can put one here. And now I need Kirby Road. And perfect! Links right into the cloverleaf pattern and all that sort of jazz. Now we have to go backwards, so... Okay, I need to have a decent amount of space here in between the two highways, just so that things can get across if they need to. Now what's occupying this space? Is that another high school? It's another firehouse, so place for this firehouse. 2,400 bones to relocate that, and I know I generate a lot of income, but I still feel like that's a waste of money to do that. So there we go. We have our highway across. Now we gotta get a few other concerns covered. We have to make ways into every single one of these communities. Every single one of them. And it has to be a conveniency route. Yes, a convenient route into every community. So one thing that I'll do is I will get rid of this direct intersection for now, because I'm actually going to completely demolish this and start that from the beginning. And we'll straighten up this highway just a wee bit. And to about here, and then up. And down. So it's going to be an overpass over this. And up. Sure. And we need to go down right here. It connects right in. Now, in order to get people from one to the other, we're going to have to create methods for them to get there. So, little move off to the side, and I can kind of... Oh wait, this is the one that goes... Yeah, that actually makes a ton of sense. And what you do then is you create like a little off Nook. That goes up. And we will need it to link in with this in some manner or other. Let's get a sloping tool. And I'll straighten that road on up. Slope too steep. I wish I could actually go underground. There we go. And that connects in. So now that's just one side, one direction. Now we need to get the other side, the other direction. So we need to get a ramp going off of this into these two directions. And then we need to get them going back. It's a two-way trip, right? So does that work out appropriately? Yeah, that'll be almost a perfect merge. Then we need to get the simple one. There, and then I'm going to do an outside loop this time. Make this a little bit easier on myself. Shame. Let's get the curvy tool out. Now if I can just link this in here, which I cannot, will not let me. Oh, there we go. And now we're going to have a pretty effective way for everyone to travel this northeast pattern and then kind of swiggle in here with relative ease. Now, how do I connect things? That's the next big question. Actually, it looks like this is already, this neighborhood here. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's already connected via highway access here. So that's fine. They can actually go... Am I in the wrong area completely? Industrial Way is the one that I'm worried about. Yeah, Industrial Way is not actually connected to anything right now. Now, I could make this easy on myself and just connect it through going like bloop, but I won't. I'm going to make it a highway thing-mabobber of stuff. So, what I'm going to do is build a single 3 road, maybe with some bushel. I'm going to put it over there, make it a little bit further, and get our on-ramps and our off-ramps. So the under ones are pretty easy. I mean, it's just a matter of going like, you know, bloop, and bloop, and that's pretty easy. So, same idea. I don't want to make too many congestions here. These kind of Y shapes are kind of perfect. So I'm going to take something over here, and we're going to take this spinny thing, and we're going to elevate it up. Space already occupied. That's not good. What's the issue here, Stan? Nothing seems to actually be in the way here, though. So that's bizarre. Okay, let's turn off curvy tool for now. Actually, fresh start. It's going to be a good start. Let's go up right off the bat. A little bit longer. Then we'll do the slopey. That was the worst slopey ever. See if we can get a merge in here. Not gonna let me do it, is it? Okay, we're gonna have to do it spinning around style. Slope too steep. Okay. I get the message. Slope is too steep. So that was a little longer than I wanted it to be. But we still need a way to get out of here. So let's try to make one of these right hand. I don't think there's enough space for left, is there? No, there's not. So I have to turn one of these to a ramp. Distance too short. Solution, shorter distance apparently. And I need it to connect in here. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. So what I'll have to do is actually just connect it to a completely distinct location, because I don't need this area here being congested. So that's, you know, a lot of freaking entry and exit ramps to a lot of locations, and I've only just begun. So I need to do another one for here. Going to need another one for... Do I need one for Dumpville? I don't think so. No, Dumpville is actually connected quite well, actually. But I will have one over for this other district over here, this other unnamed district. And this area is actually much wider as far as the roads go. So that'll work out pretty well. So I'm going to do the same sort of jazz. I'm going to actually... Geez, this whole area looks like poop. It doesn't look very good to me. Well, the first we can get rid of those useless power lines there. Yeah, this whole area is not looking particularly great. What I'll do is make use of the road upgrader tool. And that's going to, because I'm upgrading to a bigger road set, that's going to do things. It's not letting me upgrade those particular road sets because there's buildings in the way. So I'm going to have to move some buildings to continue upgrading these roads. So where's the one that I have to get rid of? This one. Now, what else do I have to get rid of here? The fire station. High school. Destroying a lot of buildings doing this. I really would have preferred not to. Okay, so back to... Oh geez, there's a really big building here. Somewhere. Or really, yeah, the elementary school. So that's moved again. Now, back to upgrading. A lot of this is just going to have to be... Oh, you know, this is already... No, it's not connected. Never mind. I'm foolish. It's not connected at all. Did I not just move that to that location, only for me to need to move it again to a different location? Well, space already occupied by the road, of course. Okay. So... That's actually not terrible use of space, now that I'm looking at this. We just needed more bigger density roads to handle the incoming, or the potentially incoming traffic from the highway. So how I'm going to do this is going to be different. I'm going to use it from the side this time. So, and I don't have any proof of concept here just yet. I'm going to have, oops, got to take off this tool. Kind of flat, merge and whatnot. So this is going to be a merge heading or this direction. So lots of space there, and since I have so much space, I can do things differently now. So with all this space, what I can do is I want to have traffic from the right coming up here, so Reads slope too steep, space already occupied. Can do. Instead of linking in with this road, I'll link it in with this road back here. Perhaps nope. Won't work. Okay, so we have one in, one out. That's not too bad. And it's kind of ugly, of course. Yikes. And one back. And now we need one over. And this is kind of what I do when I have pretty ridiculous amounts of space. There we go. So that's pretty simple. And this, I thought I have to completely change this neighborhood, but it seems I don't. It looks pretty good. It's not a massive subdivision like the ones I'm building. It's honestly a much smaller one than I would have ever had before. But there it is. Actually, maybe I'll merge it into this one. Maybe they will become a 2-in-1. I just won't link this into the network at all. That is so clever of me. I'll just demolish this, make it into this expansion area. And I said that I want to have a connection over to here. So I'm gonna have to have our 3-lane road expand just a little bit over to here. Phew! Oh, that sneeze. Okay. Phew! That was a double sneeze. Saw that come a million miles away. So this is the easy part. Pretty simple, right? And then I've done this trick before. Loop on over, jump on over, and reduce to merge flawlessly. Wait, wrong side, isn't it? Oops. Well, that's... they'll merge in. They'll merge in. It'll be a funny angle, though. Just a very funny angle. They'll have to do like a UE to get in here. Not my favorite work. I don't like that. I don't want that. It's just too imperfect. I can't have it. I cannot have it. It will not work for me. So I'm going to get him in here, slide this way, and then do a real on-ramp. Manly on-ramp. And same thing over here. And you want to have a very limited number of access points for these kinds of things, just because it says slope too steep, but the slope that it actually already has, or is it? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. It's already a slope that it actually had. Okay, that's not going to work. Let's spin around. I should be using the Kirby tool. See, page down. It says slope too steep. AKA, I want more of your monies. We are corrupted construction companies. There we go. So that links all in. And if this traffic can't handle, I can just switch off to using the entire full highways as off-ramps, which will work, by the way. Totally will. So that covers this subdivision here, which is a much bigger one, and it will link up with this one, so that's good. And that looks pretty well connected. Now, of course, eventually I will be wanting to actually connect over this part here. You know, once I get that dump, that landfill taken care of. But now I got to take care of this area, which means I will have to demolish a lot of road. Now, right after that, there's a pretty pricey, call it, place in the middle here. Oh, that's my north-south wire right there. Just going to quickly replace that somewhere else, just so our power doesn't die. And I can delete these 3, and I can also turn back on the game, because I have now created a new traffic network. A new one for the future. So this is the one that comes with the game. This is one they auto-build for you. And, oh, poor dead end. Looks like it has 0 power. Sorry guys, I did this to you. I was a pallbearer of that mistake. There you guys go. Now you're all connected. And these guys... Oh, geez. Massive power fluxes everywhere. Okay. I deleted probably a few too many homes. Oh yeah, it's all these guys, so... Minor emergency happening. And that's not a permanent place. I'm just going to demolish that and get everything reconnected. Because yeah, the north-south does require a north-south wire. So after demolishing all those roads and deciding that we're going to build this brand new subdivision with some pretty wonky roads. Oops. Actually, I do need to move this, at least temporarily, into these areas here. Ta-da! And now to get our 3 across here. What are these things? They have to be something. No, they're actually just residences that won't die. Okay, this firehouse can be planted back where it belongs. And I'm going to build the teeth pattern up here. I should have went at the other side, but oh well. And I'm going to build a smaller area right here, just to slide across. So here's the smaller area. Looks like it's going to be right across the highway. And then our teeth pattern. And the nice thing is this will maximize our space, because as soon as I get too close to the highway, I can stop building them. So like right here, that's pretty well maximum space, not full on touching the highway. And boom, shakalaki. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is still pretty unpowered everywhere, actually. That's because everything's shrinking on me. Shrinking on me. Now it should all be reconnected again. Please start paying taxes. I'm only moderately wealthy. Moderately independently wealthy. Okay. Interestingly enough, all these are still connected, because they're connected to this. So that more or less proves that I do not need this wire here at all. Was never a necessity. This one still is, just because that one power place there, which I'm half considering getting rid of, to be totally honest. Okay, so it's a new era. I'm going to use this tool because I'm going to be shading multiple areas. So what I'm going to do is add in some of these. I'm going to add in an office space here. And this is just going to reduce the amount of traffic that I will have, because it will cause people who are in the area to walk to work, which will mean less traffic flow total. Alright. Just trying to fill in a lot of these gaps here. But this is El Completo. And has it kind of resolved the problem? A little bit. I mean, it's creating brand new problems for us to deal with, but I feel a lot more comfortable in dealing with those problems than I was before. One example here is that we can, widen these up a little bit. There is congestion happening here, and that's just because people are trying to get onto this particular entry ramp. So this particular entry ramp can actually be enhanced. See if they'll let me flat out do it. See if they'll flat out let me do the upgrade like this. It'd be interesting if they would. And they'll let me do parts of it like that. Other parts, not so much. Let's see how that happens. How that works. Will they, go for it? Kind of a weird thing. This is an entry ramp, and people are yielding right away to people trying to enter which is bizarre. Like, it's just, that's just not how it works. Not in the real world. Sister! Yeah, actually, it's not that bad. It's a small clump for basically a block. Not even a big block, like one of my smaller blocks. Did I just not do anything with dead end? Is that what happened? I think that's what happened. I was like, yeah, I'm going to destroy dead end and make it into something real. And then I never did. Okay. So we're just going to need to relocate some things. Probably into this area here. And... oh, that's actually finished emptying, so I can move that cemetery as well. We're going to move it all back, so I'm not going to start, doing anything with it just yet. And completely demolish all these roads. Goodbye, dead end. We don't need you anymore. Just kidding. You're still loved. Now, one thing I'm half considering is turning this into an industrial zone so that I can better get through. Oh, here's one reason why I might have needed it. Might have. I was feeding my electrical wires through there. Oops. Okay, so let's get that power going and destroy all these. They're not redundant actually, because I'll need them for dead end. Just for powering dead end. Dead end. Dead end. Okay, so this is a fire station. We can get rid of that temporarily over here. Anything else here? I haven't built anything silly here yet, have I? Nope. Okay, just residences, and that should be a small home as well. Okay, so, I mean, people are flowing into here pretty easily. It's 4 different entry points. They have many ways to travel. There's not too many of anything's in the way. So I'm probably going to do it something like that. Except probably a little more... I don't know how we put it. Organic, I guess, where traffic will just flow. So what I'm going to do is put 2 precisely the exact same length 3 roads here. Just got to make sure that they're giving me maximum territory because this is a very small space. Okay, so that's done. And what I'm going to do in my small space is front road will be our in road. So there we go. And I just need to elevate this one. Actually, should be a curvy elevation. So this is going to be my in. Okay. Get straight roads, have an idea what will fit and what won't. Why is it curving? I have a straight road. Oh, geez, I just changed the type of road. I didn't change it to a straight road. There we go. Okay, it's not going to let any of those fly, so I'm going to have to connect directly in here. But that's fine. So these are both ins. So into here, and then we'll use the backside as our out. And that way we don't have in and out kind of, racing against each other. And, no, this is not my own idea. It's something that's kind of been flowing around. I've seen many people do this. And it's become exceptionally popular. So that's one in-road, and then we need our second in-road, which will be on the other side. Now, back to curvy old roads. Okay, maybe I can't curve quite in that direction yet. So a little bit over here, and then we'll lower it. Oh, I went up 2, that's why it's kind of funky. Oh well, I can work with that. Distance too short. And that'll link in directly. So now we have in and out, and that's simple. So I'm going to develop a group of 2s. They don't have to be curvy roads. One on each side here. Just making sure they don't connect into anything. And they'll connect up to here as well. And then we'll have them go across. Except, looks like I'm not going to be able to maximize space completely. Okay, so we got that done. Let's get our residentials in. And we'll put a commercial zone in here. And office space here. More commercial zones. None of these things I really need. There's not a huge demand for anything right now. And now Dead End is back. And we have to, keep the historical relevancy of each area. Dead End did have a graveyard, so we'll keep that there. And I gotta move back this small park. I'll throw it right in the middle of the area. No one's particularly happy about that. Everyone's pretty upset about it. They did have a firehouse just to cover this small area. Okay, so that's all done. I have basically re-engineered the middle of my city into excellence, complete and utter excellence. It is now something that actually flows traffic better, and it fits into the model. And one of the cool things now is that you actually can't tell what part of the map I started off with. It all looks like it was done post hoc, which is exactly what I intended out of all this. And it looks like some of these new buildings here are just not getting any power, so I'm going to have to temporarily install power here. Oh jeez, I actually destroyed the building I was trying to supply power to. Okay, there we go. Now you get your power. Hey, happy friend. Same thing over here, just some temporary powering on of certain structures, just so they can turn on and be useful. So will I be able to do this next time? Possibly not. 23% left on that landfill still being developed. And keep in mind, the whole plan was to have this highway go across here, turn Farmville into a sub-district of this particular highway access, and kind of fit into the general niche and strategy of what I've been doing so far. Worth noting, none of this is still actually done anything. Nothing here's filling in. People are just not in the buying mood. Turn on that Statue of Liberty, old Liberty Bell. And I'm going to go ahead and name some of these neighborhoods. So this one here will be... Actually, I need much larger. This is going to be anything. It's going to be much larger. Yeah, this here is not the Cypress District. That would be ridiculous. And it's not Woodland Hills, that's for sure. This place here, sir, is Liberty Town. Liberty Town! Home of the Statue of Liberty. And on that with naming things, I didn't really name this area here. So this place here is called Dumpville. Noted for the fact that there was a dump there. This place is called Industrial Way, just because it's kind of, on the way to industry. And so this area here, we're going to kindly refer to as... No, not Beechwood Park. Jesus. We're actually going to name it after the fact that this is the place where the water supply is. So we're going to call this the Aquifer. What's up? I probably spelled aquifer wrong, but that's fine. Because you know what? History is made by people who couldn't spell. Yeah, think about that for a second. Dead end is still dead end. Dead end. Dead end. Oh, actually, dead end seems to have expanded. I don't know if I agree with that expansion. We're going to cut dead end down to size here. Seemingly thinking he's a little bit bigger than he thinks he is. He's not, though. He definitely doesn't encapsulate this highway. So this is kind of like the American Indian Reserves. You know, we're just cutting down the size of their reserves. And now I can do this road here. And no, I don't think this place is called Evergreen Heights. That is not a very historically accurate name. The only real significant thing about this place, other than the fact that it just got horribly in the way all the freaking time while developing, is that it in fact has a botanical garden. So we're actually going to call this place Botanical District. Yeah, it's the Botanical District. And I'm going to try and have a theme here of lots of green, thoughtful buildings. Yeah. I don't know why this one has no electricity. I mean, there is a power line going through. We'll have to wait for more to develop here, because I'm not building an individual line for every single person who builds here. So what else haven't we named yet? We haven't named this mega district here. And this is an area of the city that historically has a hyper amount of education. Yeah, that's something cool about it. It has a lot of oh, it's kind of merging with another one, but no, it's not the Vermont district. It's actually the Education Express. And the reason why I say express is because there's actually a way to cut across here into another part of the city. So it is an express route. And finally, our last district that has gone unnamed, of course, is right here. This one here. And this one is not particularly known for anything other than the fact that it's a big, giant, green, empty field right now. But we have to name it for something, right? I mean, okay, it does have a botanical garden. It does have a cemetery. That's something. What's our makeup look like here? Entirely residential. So I think we're going to name this after probably one of the more packed cities in the world, congested. We're going to call this Hong Kong Town. Just for the amount of urbanization. I mean, the next one that's like this will probably get called Tokyo Town or Shanghai Town or any of those other large packed areas. But yeah, Hong Kong Town, that's what we're going to call that area. So yeah, everything... Whoa, we have one that I did not name. Ha 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 ha. We have another one. The fun continues. This one here, sir, will have a name. And it's not the Birdsong District. I'm sorry, that's not it. This district here is south of the farming communities. And it is a place where basically they all live and where they have sent their children to school. So, we're going to have to name it after the farmers. So, this will be called the Farmers District. Kind of boring, but that's exactly what it is. Worth noting that this is a pretty valuable little place, 35 cents per meter square, but also extremely high on adults and teens. Oh my god, yes. So yeah, did I not name this district here? I didn't. Oh, fun. This is another one that's kind of just packed, actually. I think it's all residential, is it? It's got some commercial areas. I think this area here, we shall decree that this whole area here, this big giant pack of dirtiness, this will be my Tokyo Town. Once again, very nice urban packed area. definitely not a park. It's Tokyo Town. If it happens that lots of Japanese are here, that's something else. Worth noting just how packed this is, people. This has 4,348 adults. The Farmers District has 1,484. It's a pretty similar size landmass, a little bit extra, but this one has almost 3 times as many residents, so it's very urban packed. Anyway, that is, I guess that. My name is Troublemaker, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.